without saying anything. So I'm gonna for this portion I'm gonna narrate, or like, you know, say the instructions. So this is our like the start, or I have like a sample right here. So this will be like this, the bulbs, or like the buds, and then this is where we're gonna start. We'll just be adding like the bulbs first. So we have like 3. So we're gonna add those. Or we're gonna add these. So you can bend like this tip. Or like this wire. So for this one, I have used the medium. I was supposed to use like the smaller one, but it doesn't really matter. So I just, you know, placed in second the smallest one. And then the biggest one, the third here. Then we can add in this. The flowers are like, you know, blooming. So I prepare 3 for this one, but you can use 2, whatever feels right when, you know, when you build up your flower. So this is my sample. We'll go the opposite. So we will be going like this way, because that's my sample. And this order, you know, I want to keep true to like what I'm selling. So I will go, if this goes this way, then we'll go this way. So basically we're gonna go this way. So I'll be using all 3, because why not? I think in the sample I just used 2, but for this one we'll be using 3. So let's use 3. So this is the time that you know, you can like start to bend. I love it. I love how it's turning out so far. Okay, and then this is actually the part where, you know, you can add. So I'm gonna start with the smaller ones first. So remember, we have 4 smaller ones and then 3 larger ones. So in total we'll be adding 7 you know, orchid flowers. So I'm just gonna separate them. So large ones, large, small. Okay, there we go. And okay, we're going this. So it's like I'm facing the flower, so it's like it's this way. So I'm gonna start adding the smaller one, and you can like start bending it. Before we continue further, I think this will also be a good time for me to add the dowels, so later I can, you know, position it when I'm finished like adding the flowers. So since it's gonna go this way, so I'll place it here. So I'm just heating up my glue gun, but we should be able to, you know, place hot glue there later. For now, let's just continue. So this is what I'm seeing. I'll be placing in like the smaller flowers. So this flower, I'm gonna bend it like this. So just we're just gonna start adding in the flowers. And I'll just start with the smaller ones. It's up to you. For some, I also see them, you know, starting up with the larger ones, so it's really up to you. But I prefer mine smaller going larger or going large. You can also place some at the back because you know it's not just up front, full front, but you know it's the back will also be visible. So I'm gonna use a larger flower for this side. It's like there's no rule really in like placing them in. I just go by my gut. So you know, whatever looks pretty. But I just tend to, you know, surround it like front and then the sides, and then sometimes I also place, as I've mentioned, at the back. And then this is the part where I am going to extend the wire, so we can like add in this wire to this one. And then let's add this in. It's just gonna be a bit tricky. So I'm going all the way down, but hold on, let's check it first. I think I'm gonna pull this out and adjust like here. And then let's add the other two. I think you want to move this up a bit. So I'm gonna add in the second larger petal. And then the last one here. And then I'm just gonna cover it all the way down. Probably here. We're not gonna use all of the wire anyway. So there we go. Okay, so my hot glue or my glue gun is already hot. So let's use it. So let's make sure that it's upright. Let's see. So it's gonna be a bit like this. So I would cut here. we have this three leaves. I'm just gonna cut like right here, and I'm gonna use this to secure, you know, this into the stick. So the stick is optional, so it's just like to kind of imitate the real orchid. So you have the wire, so you don't really need, you know, support, but it's just, you know, to imitate life. So yeah, so I'm just gonna let the hot glue dry. Let us finish it. So I'm gonna stick this in, and I think I want to shorten it. So actually it's up to you, because if you see like, you know, real orchids, they really like, you know, grow you know, tall. But yeah, but for this one, my sample in you know, my store, my website, is, you know, a bit shorter. And for shipping purposes, I'd also prefer it to be short. But it's like I can make it like tall like this, but it's like my stick is also short, so I think I'm happy with this. And you know, the small one, we are going to use it to tie. So like here. So I don't have a pliers with me right now, but later I'm going to use pliers to tighten you know, the wire. Yeah, but you can adjust it however you want, and like I'm personally happy with the arrangement. And at this point, we can add hot glue like here. And you know, just let it dry up. Our the hot glue is dried up, and it's time to add our leaves. I'm going to measure first, probably like here. I'm gonna cut, you know, the wire here. I can just cut it shorter later. And let's place them. So this is like my front. So we are going to like do this, and then this will be at the back. So it's gonna be like this. So, and you may want to secure it with hot glue as well. And there we go. It's time to add in our pebbles or our stones. So the stones, I usually get it from Lowe's. I'm gonna check the unit, and I'm gonna place it like here, or the, you know, the weight of the stones that I usually get. But it usually, that bag usually lasts me for like the whole year. So yeah, so let's just place it. Lastly, So I am going to place the signage. So the order is for a birthday gift of a sweet son to her mom. So I'm just going to place it here. So the template for the sign is included. So I did use my laser cutting machine, but if you don't have that, then, but of course you can use paper for this. You know, you just add, like, for example, a bamboo skewer at the back to make it sturdy. So that's my suggestion. But if you do have a laser cutting machine, then, you know, of course you can use whatever material you want. I'm just going to poke this here. And we are done with our paper orchid. So when you are able to make your own paper orchid, then please send me a picture of your paper orchids. I would love to see you know, the paper orchid that you make. So thanks so much for watching, and you know, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Of course I do plan to release a lot of more templates this year. So yeah, see you on my next videos or tutorials.